everyone, Heather here. Okay, so last time I attempted this, my dog was in here and howled the whole time. So he's back in my room, sleeping on my bed. So we're gonna try this again. So vocalist, if you need something to warm up with, that's just super simple, but will help wake you up in the morning, warm up those vocal cords, get rid of yucky phlegm. So when you're going into rehearsals or whatever, you're not starting to sing and gross snot come out, because that has happened to me and it's not super great. It's gross. And so anyway, a couple of things to warm up. This one is a 5-note ascending and descending scale, super easy on a hum. I'm gonna show you how to get different resonance, so where that sound is gonna resonate in your body and outside, how to project that. So let's start with just this super easy hum. So you'll notice the first time I'm gonna hum, I'm just gonna have my lips like this, kind of pulled in. When I do that, it resonates through my nose, and I can feel it there, right? And then you can feel a little bit back here too. So try that. You feel that? Notice if you move your lips and push them forward like this, the sound can resonate forward now instead of in your nasal cavity, which is great, and that's what you want to do. So let's try that now. So we just went to a high C, 2 octaves above middle C, and it wasn't strainy, and it's also a great way for you to tell in the morning. Like if you can do that in the morning, you know, okay, vocal cords, they're in good healthy condition. If you start doing that and you can't get any range, then you may have some swelling going on, some inflammation. You may need to take care of that before you pressure and hurt your vocal cords any further. But it's a good way for you to kind of check, oh, okay, vocal cords are good. I may just have some phlegm going on, some drainage or whatever. Another thing is in the morning, you know, do some shoulder rolls like this, because it really helps relax the tension that we get sometimes while we're sleeping. Another thing is you can just kind of relax, and you'll probably hear my neck cracking, and let it roll forward, not backwards. Don't let it go too far back. You don't want to hurt yourself. But you can do some things like that to kind of relax, because you don't want a bunch of tension here. And especially when it's cold, whether it's cold outside or say you're in a performing hall or a church that it gets kind of cold, that usually creates more tension. And so wear something a little bit warmer if you have that opportunity. That's why sometimes people throw on an extra sweater or a scarf or whatever, just to keep everything super loose instead of just tensing up. And so that works for instrumentalists as well, but for vocalists it's super important. Okay, so we're gonna do now a vowel exercise. Vowels create your tone quality, and so if you are on pitch but just aren't loving the quality of sound that you're putting out, it's probably a vowel issue. And so that's something that can easily be fixed. Us that are Southerners, we tend to have a widespread and sometimes lazy vowel pronunciation, and so we have to kind of check ourselves in that area. I'm going to do just a really easy one. If you've ever done vocalizing at all, you've probably heard this one. E-A-O. So E, 2 pitches. E-A-O. Notice the E is not E, which is super nasal again, because you've taken all the space here and you're pushing the sound up through your nasal cavity. And so if you don't want to have that sound, then you're going to shape your mouth like E, like this. Almost like you're shaping it like an O, but pronouncing an E. It's called a German E. E versus E. E, E versus E. Here? So when you try that, then when you go to the A, E, A, A. You don't want to go A. A lot of us like to add that E onto the end of the A vowel. And so instead of saying A, like A, think of it as E-H. A, then O, long, O. Shape your mouth as an O when you sing O, and then oo. E-A-O. 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 You can tell that's my lowest. That's that low E, soprano here. E-A-O. Try with me. E-A-O. 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 Now, if this is the first time you've done this, watch yourself. Sometimes people like to add H's in their vowels as kind of a crutch. So listen to yourself, make sure you're not doing E-he, he, ah-ha, oh-ho. Lots of people do that, so try not to do that. Don't add those crutches in. You can just extend the vowel to both parts of the interval and be just fine. So just a little tip to listen for. E-A-O. So when you are doing your exercises, you know, you can definitely do them with the piano or with me, but sometimes pause me or stop. You'll notice sometimes I don't articulate every pitch on the piano because you want to also check your ear, make sure you're in tune, and make sure you're articulating the pitches without always resting on your instrumentalist. Train your ear to be able to hear those intervals. Okay, good. All right, so that was a pretty easy one. We just went up to the C above, middle C on that one. That was mainly for vowels. It's not necessarily one I always use for range building, but it's a good little warm up to get your vowels in check, to get your embouchure and your mouth placement in check. Okay, here's another one, and this is a solfege one. This is the last one I'll do on this video because I don't want to go too long. I think really super long videos might not be super fun for people to watch. Sorry, I keep saying super. Not sure why. Okay. Do, mi, sol, do, sol, mi, do. I love this exercise, and I add a little agility exercise to the end of it also. And I do that because in the mornings, especially when I'm like, okay, I've got to sing a high D or E or whatever, full voice. So I need to warm up higher than that. And if I want to do something that's pretty simple, uses different vowels, pushes me to go up an octave every time I sing it and back down. I really love that because in a lot of songs, the climax or the bridge or the big section of the song flips up the octave. Like that constantly happens, or at least up a fifth or something like that. And so This is just really good. And then you have to come back down, say that the bridge is super intense, flips up the octave at the climax of the song, and then bottom drops out of it, and you got to come back down the octave. Keep your breath control and your voice steady. So this is a good exercise for that. So here we go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. It's also good for ear training because you've got to use your major third, your minor third, and then your perfect fourth. Yay! Which is perfect. Okay. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. 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 Okay, good. So that went to just a high G. Nothing super crazy in that exercise. But if I was going to sing just a high C or a high D, below that high G, the octave above middle C, which is really popular notes for climaxes in pop or worship or rock songs, to do full voice, then at least warm up a good fourth or fifth above what you're going to have to sing full voice. And that way, when you go into that register, you're not kind of wussing out and going all head voice when you really have what it takes to sing that mixed register, to sing that with a full voice. Okay, without hurting yourself. Okay, so I will be sharing some more little tidbits and videos with you in the days to come, and I hope that you could learn a little bit from this, or just enjoy warming up with me if nothing else, or sit and have a little bit of entertainment, whatever this does for you. But I hope that this warm-up helps you. It's something that I use quite often, and I can add some extra ones, and we'll do some flexibility, agility things, and some breathing exercises specific to breath support, to helping you project more, get more strength, especially in your break area. That's what I'll do next. So, okay, love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. It's Valentine's Day.